Greetings to all our viewers. Praise the living God. This is Mugla Jamil, live from Uganda. As I promised you in the previous video, I shall be talking about these presidents who are in underground, who descend and who are serving the devil without your knowing. Because I told you a lot of people serve the devil knowingly and unknowingly. Prominent people, these celebrities, businessmen, political leaders, religious leaders, you can mention them. There are very many are serving the devil. Though others, they serve unknowingly, but we have those who are serving it knowingly. So, I talked about the underground conference, which takes place on 1st of every new month, where agents meet globally. I think to discuss what happened in the month, what will happen the next month, the way forwards, and so on. So among the people who go underground, and I'm talking about the underground agents, there are 3 types, but I leave alone the 2. The 2, they don't descend. But the underground agents, that's where we find most presidents of these countries. Very many of them are there. The ministers, the MPs, mention them, the governors, they go underground, because the devil has 2 types of power he gives out. We shall talk about Illuminati in our next video, because people confuse between Illuminati, devil agents, and devil worshippers. These 3, they are not the same, and they'll never be the same. So people confuse it, but I think it will be our next video, God wishes. Now, we talk about the presidents or prominent people who are serving the devil. I told you the devil gives 2 types of power. We have the political power and religious power, where we see so-called men of God go into the devil. I talk about that. They look for powers, religious powers, power of healing, where someone comes with a shirt or with a coat, and someone just swings a coat around and people just fall. Then they have some their rings. They give out rings. The devil gives out rings. You wear a ring. That's why you have to be careful with pastors who have more than 1 ring. You have to be so observative. You have to be so sober-minded. You have to be so watchful. If you see any pastor putting on more than 1 ring, is an agent. I will make a show or a video on that. A pastor puts on more than 1 ring is a devil agent. The second ring is a ring of the devil. It has powers. When that person comes across you, it releases powers and you fall. It can read your mind. That's why when you go to them, they tell you, you ate this. So-and-so is doing this to your life. They can read. They can tell you what you think and what you have been thinking previously. But they don't know what will happen in the future. The devil doesn't know your future. He knows only from where you have stopped thinking. You understand that? So, these presidents are there. Presidents of the nations, very many nations, very many. And when you go to Europe, many are there. When you go to this president of the France, the Macron types, And you people, you be observative. One, you make assessment. You can make your research on all the presidents and prime ministers in the continent called Europe. Only Europe. First, make that research on Europe. Only Europe. How many are married and how many have children? Only that research. But then when we come in the next video, or you can give us your answer in the comment section. How many are married? And if they are married, how many have biological children? So that answer is going to give you all the results you will get. They are going to give you something you need or you needed from me. Because most of them, they don't have children. Most of them, they don't have children. Most of them, their marriage is not stable, and some are not married. So there's a reason why most of them, they don't have children. That's why when it comes to decisions of doing things against children in the name of helping them, they don't have any problem. They don't have that parental heart. They don't have it. So when it means killing, they kill. It means poisoning children, they do that. That's why in Africa, they think Africa is a dumping continent. They bring all their trials in Africa, killing children, especially girls, with the help of immunization this and that, and those children who are immunized, giving birth becomes a problem. It becomes a problem, but they come in the name of helping. But what they are bringing is poison. They are eliminating some people. This is what they are planting. But most of them who decide or make that decision, they don't have children. They are not married. They don't have that parental heart in them. So the devil has hardened their hearts to an extent that they can make any decision at any time, at any cost. So most presidents in Europe do serve the devil. Do serve the devil. I've given you an example, Macron of France. So when you go to other continents, just make a research. But in Africa, specifically, there are only 2 presidents I didn't see underground. The rest don't ask me. Maybe I didn't see well, but I know I looked very well. I looked very well because it was not the first time to go there. I don't know how many times, because in the month you could go there 12 times. Sorry, in the year 12 times each month. There's no, now you can calculate 12 times 7. I don't know if you didn't misuse your school fees. You could get or you can get a very nice answer and accurate. But if you misuse your school fees, I'm very sorry. So 84 times. So 84 times, you can't say that I didn't see well. You can't say. But in Africa, I never saw Magufuli, this late president of Tanzania. I never saw Magufuli underground. Never. Magufuli, I never. Then another president I didn't see is also late. Both are late presidents of Burundi. This Nkurunziza. Those are the only 2 presidents I didn't see underground during my 7 dark years. The only 2 in Africa. The rest I said, don't ask me. Don't ask me, I don't know. I don't know, or I saw them or not. I don't recall, but 82 times didn't see others. So I've left it open for you. But most of these political leaders, most of them are what? They serve the devil. That's why during campaigns people die, because that's when they do most of their sacrifice. They sacrifice a lot during campaigns. People misbehave than ever. I saw one time in Uganda here, there's a political leader was going somewhere. He's on opposition side, was going somewhere. You know, he has a lot. He's a youth, so and most of the population of Uganda, I think more than 50%, these are youth. So when he passed, I was somewhere. I was from somewhere, but people could leave their workplace. I saw one boy was making chapati. He left everything there and he followed. There's one I talked with. He was from Lugazi. It's like almost it's like 20 kilometers from where he was working to where I talked with him. 20 kilometers, was a boda rider. So we were there. Then he was asking himself, should I continue following this man or not? Then I asked him, why are you asking yourself like that? He told me, now I think I'm tired because I came from Lugazi. Then I asked him, from Lugazi, you were here. Were you paid or not? He said, no. In fact, I was on my stage waiting for customers. And I had got one. She called me to go and take her. But I don't know what happened to me. I had just a voice and I had these powers telling me, follow him. Because by that time, he was bypassing that town. The man just followed. And when they reached a bridge, there is a bridge there in Nile, at the source of the Nile. He was almost killed. Because at that bridge they don't allow bodabodas, bicycles, and what? And people walking. How do we call it? Pedestrians. They don't allow pedestrians to use that bridge. But people used it because he had a lot of force. And he was among them. Was about to be what? To be killed. I asked him, you man, do you have children? That I have children, and I left them home. I told them, let me can get some money for food. But I don't know what happened. I've just now come into my senses. So he was possessed. You know, powers which can even make you to forget whatever you have been doing. Powers which can make you to forget that you have children, what you are doing, you can be killed. So these political leaders, they are not alone. And for them, you people, when you die, it's their gain. Because the sacrifice is given out. They continue to be famous. For you, you have gone, your family, there's nothing you have left with them. They are going to start suffering. And these political leaders will not even come and help. Even they help, how long? 2 months, 3 months, they are done over helping. So, some people die because they didn't wish. Some people die because they are possessed. These political leaders, they are not alone. When they come into a place or a town, those evil powers, they cast spells which cannot even leave you doing what you are doing if you are not spiritual field. If you don't have this, you don't have God's power which resists their powers. You will end up following. And some political leaders, they have spirit of death. They have powers of death. Whenever they go, people have to die. Must. From peaceful something, it comes to violence. People have to die. And once people die, for them they gain. They become more powerful. So we have to be so careful with this political what? Political powers. So I'll give that in details. The two types of powers the devil gives. It's the political powers and the religious leaders. How do they work? I think we shall talk about that in our next coming video. So those are the only present in Africa. I didn't see underground, but the rest, the rest, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I saw well. I can't say that I was one-sided. I didn't see very well, but those the two I didn't see. Don't ask me of the rest. You people, you are good at creating problems for others, but that's all about the political umbrella or the political climate of this world. Satan has overtaken political climate, because politics is biblical. Political leaders are biblical. When we read the Bible, we had the kings, and which were ruling politically, and we had the prophets, which were ruling what? Helping God to advise these kings. That's why in some countries they still have that format where they have a king and the supreme leader and what? And the president. So that's what about that. Some presidents, they go underground. Every first of the new month, they go and make some vows. They go and make some vows that this year I'll give you 1,000 people. Yeah, I'll give you 1,000 people. And how do they give? They sit down with these opposition leaders. They make agreements, organize something, we kill. I'm talking some countries there in America, not here. I'm talking about some countries in Asia and what. These people, they see that they are the same. The opposition and the ruling, these are the same people. Don't be confused in your country that there is a difference. These people, they believe in one person spiritual. They sit down, they make what? Their plans. That is, now things have gone high. What can we do? Like, let me tell you, this financial bill in Kenya, which is causing a lot of problems. Those people who are reading it, they are not alone. You can't see someone killed and they continue. They may start it as something joking, but at the end of the day, the devil overtakes it. The devil possesses those guys. The devil can possess you and you become fearless of death. You realize after death that you did something wrong, you had to go back. Okay? You come back into your senses when they are what? Putting the nail in your coffin, and then that's when you come in. Say now, what did I do? I was not supposed to be here. But here, when the devil is forcing you, giving a lot of confidence, you cannot realize that until death takes you. So some things are demonically powered. The devil has taken the political umbrella, and according to my view, there are very few political leaders who are not in what? In devil worshipping. Very. I said very and very. Out of 100, I think they are like 10%. 10%. And those 10 could be these what, LOCs and what. But when we come to big offices, those people, they are using the devil very well to to destroy others and take people's what? Souls. The devil has kept them there for a long time. But, the Bible talks about leadership, that all leadership comes from God. Sometimes God allows such a person to rule or to govern a country because of your disobedience, so that you be punished like a Saul. When these children of the Israel disobeyed God, they asked for the king. We want to be like such a kingdom. They have a king, give us a king. He gave them the one who tormented them very well. Captured all their children, took them to armies, and they died in the war. So God can do that. Can give you a very worst leader because of the disobedience of the country. You give someone the devil is using. The devil has no authority when it comes to God. God can allow someone who is working with the devil to take over because of that nation's wickedness. Okay, I think we shall meet in the next video. We shall talk about the powers the devil gives out, and so many topics we have to talk about. Remember, I have not yet given you my testimony, and I think let me make I'll make for you one video, I think of 20 minutes, one video each day. I'll show you how I ended up serving the devil. Let me tell you, when you talk about the devil agents, these are people who never wished to work the devil. Devil agent never wished. Leave alone the Illuminati what, I'll explain. Illuminati, these are people who sit down at their homes or somewhere, they think of a situation, they are tired of poverty, they want to be fame, and so on. They go and make a covenant with the devil. But when you talk about the agent, the mean agent of the devil, you don't even think of it, because what's there, you cannot wish to go and serve him. Someone who doesn't appreciate, someone who is just promising you hell. No one can wish that. But they just capture you unknowingly. You end up doing so. That's what they did to me. I was at school, going on with my studies. Then I ended up being captured. I ended up, I think I ended in form. Some countries they call it form 3, but in Uganda it is S3, senior 3. But it is form 3 in other countries, or grade 3 or level 3. It depends. That's why I struggle giving you these details in English, but I believe by the help of the Holy Spirit I'm trying, because a student of senior 3 in our country like Uganda, giving such a speak, it's very difficult. Even someone of senior 6, even someone of campus. Nowadays, I don't know the education system we have. If I'm someone, a graduate, I can't construct any sentence in English, or can't speak more than 10 minutes. So I don't know what even happened to me. I find it speaking. I know God is doing something in my life, and is doing it on your behalf, so that you may get this information, because we have it in our local language, but the devil is international. The devil is not only in our country. So when you speak it in your local language, it is limited, and we have very many people who need to hear such information. See you. Shalom.